What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? It is your main man, Juggernaut of Multi-Platinum Production Team.
Arkatech Beatz.
Arkatech Beatz. Shout out to my partner, Mike Trauma D. If it's your first time here, welcome to the music review series. We're doing live music reviews. We're platinum producers, multi-platinum producers. I work with the best in the business. Big Pun, Nas, Prodigy of Mobb Deep, French Montana, Max B, Wiz Khalifa, Jadakiss, The Game, Freddie Gibbs, Killer Mike, and the list continues to grow and grow and grow day by day. 2 Chainz. Listen, we're here. We are trying to do music reviews. We are been doing music reviews. We've been doing these now for a couple of weeks. We have taken a total of 443 submissions as of today. I'm going to only be on for a short period of time. The one thing that I can say and that I will say is that this queue is very large. Pause. And we just like I said, we're on for a limited time. So, for those who are looking to get guaranteed plays while I'm live, your best bet is to try to see if you can skip the line. Those will help to guarantee you being listened to and guarantee you getting a review. But outside of that, we're trying to get started in this today. We're going to jump into it in a little while. We're just going to give the algorithm a chance to heat up. And, there's a few things that's been going on in the business. And I don't know if you guys follow a few guys on the internet. And there was a cat on the internet that was talking about, like, there's this big discrepancy going on the internet. I don't know if guys are paying attention to, like, this whole Roscoe Dash thing. Roscoe Dash was like a large artist out here when I first moved out to Atlanta in like 2007, 2008, around that time. And he had that big record all the way turned up, if you remember that big record. And he was like facilitated by a guy out in Atlanta called Boom Man. Shout out to him. And Boom Man created a very, very unique business model that kind of helped artists to get, the promotion and get in front of more audiences. And he used a business model that was what I would call it more practical. That's what I would call it. I would say it's more of a practical approach to the music business that was basically telling guys, listen, use your money to promote yourself. If you can't get the money, get a loan, those type of things. And, there was like this dynamic right now where you have some guys that are in the music industry who are trying to call out guys like that, because they don't get quote unquote music industry checks. And I understand that. And I've always been talking about that where, you got people who are kind of outside of the business, or outside of the industry because they don't necessarily get their checks from the industry, but they found a way to work within the music business ecosystem. And I think two of them can coexist as long as we're telling the truth about what it is that we can do for each other, So I circle that all back to what we're doing here with the music reviews, and I try to tell folks that my professional resume speaks for itself in terms of being in the music business, in the music industry with major label artists, with major artists. So my resume has been alive for the last 25 years. So you can always go look at my records. You can look at my name on those records. You can go look them up. You can look us up, and you can basically see all those things. And we're still out here doing what we're doing, And I just want folks to kind of understand that what we're doing over here, we're trying to create an ecosystem that's real, right? So it's not about capping. It's not about me trying to sell people things that, don't exist. I'm trying to empower people so that they understand the music business, understand how to create their songs, understand how to get better, understand what they can do to move the needle for themselves. You know what I mean? Like, that's really what I'm out here trying to help folks do. And at the same time, if there's music that stands out to us, then of course we're looking to collab or looking to see what we can do with helping people in terms of that, trying to collab and trying to find that next artist to see if we can work with, and build something with. But it takes time, and these things are not easy to do. So I say all of that to say, if you got your songs, make sure that you are submitting. Make sure you're submitting your records to the link that's on the screen. Right? If you're a producer, make sure you're joining into our Future Producer Society at school.com. That's where I'm teaching the music business, and we're helping folks to learn the business from the inside out. and at the same time helping them to sharpen their music production. And we're gonna get started in about 3 or 4 minutes. In the meantime,
Arkatech
I'll play you some music.
Beatz.
Shout out to everybody jumping into the live. Shout out to everybody jumping in the live, man. We're doing music reviews tonight, man. Make sure y'all check out that Coke Wave 3.5 Max B French Montana. Out now. Production by us. Max B $1 Million Baby 4 coming soon. Shout out to everybody jumping into the live. It's gonna be a short session tonight. I'm gonna just try to jump into some records and jump out. Again, I'm only gonna be on for a short period of time, so now is the time to submit if you got something that you're pushing into. Let me see. This first joint is called Torque by Sinful. So it's a new single. Let me take a listen to it.
Yeah. We spending the night. Yeah. We spending the night. Yeah. Mirror check, fresh cut, cologne on the collar. Fit so clean, make the reflection holler. Phone buzzing, whole squad talking dollars. Every weekend we the ones they follow. Step out the crib in the night, get different. Whip part out front in the paint, gotta glisten. Pull up slow, let the engine do the talking. They the wait in the trunk in the block, just watching. Switch it up. Now I'm chopping every syllable in half like a chemist. Breaking down the flow to the elements relentless. Every bar precise, architectural forensic. Rhythm on the beat like I signed a prenup with it. They don't want to smoke, now they cannot comprehend this. With a 0 to 100, call it torque on the sentence. Feel it in the engine, feel it in the bass, feel it in the way we pull up to the place. Every aisle out when we walk through the door. They ain't seen it like this now, never before. Got the whole room spinning. Torque on the beat, torque on the living. Pull up, lights hit, we just getting started. Torque on every bar, yeah, the flow cold-hearted. Watch how the night move. Torque in the whip, in the wrist, in the shoes. Can't stop the rotation, we breaking the rules. We don't lose. Aight, second verse, gotta show 'em what the torque do. I don't talk about it being body. Walk through, VIP the section, bottles on the table. Every single one of us is willing and able. Now double time, let me flip it. Spit it, wicked syllable, ridiculous, but nickily meticulous. Hitting every pocket, operating indigenous. Flow switch, vicious, got 'em asking who did it, bro. Syncopated, commentated, but the bounce don't stop. Every bar rotating like a dial on the clock. Slow it back, lean into the groove, let the 808 breathe. Confidence is quiet when you really got the keys. Whole room moving, didn't even have to speak. That's torque, that's power, that's the frequency. Gang, 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 gang. Real talk for a second before we turn it back up. Used to be the one they overlooked. Passed up, late nights running when the world was asleep. Now they front row, funny how it's different when you eat. Ain't forget the ones who held me down through the static. Every one I get, I swear it feel more automatic. Yeah, feel it coming back, feel the bass and the flow, feel the energy rise. Are we opening the door? Every single person in this bitch about to know. Got the whole room spinning. Torque, torque on the beat. Torque, torque on the living. Pull up, lights hit, we was built for this. Talk on every bar, yeah, the flow don't miss. Watch how the night move. Started from the bottom, now we setting the rules. Went from overlook to the top of the room. And we won't stop soon. torch, 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 torch,
That's talk, man. Yo, shout out to Sinful Symphony. This is a big record, bro. Big record, man. Mixed right, big music, big hook. Nice mix. Instruments where it is. Mastered nicely. Just loud enough. Really bumping and banging the way it needs to bump and bang. Just one or two things I got with it. The main thing I think honestly might be like a slightly longer than it needs to be. The other thing is that we have an abundance of drops, and I think you're not giving it enough chance for the beat to keep breathing, for us to get into it and then you keep dropping a beat, which is cool, I guess, in a live setting, but may not be, what we might want to do when we're trying to get people, really into your record. There needs to be space where it rides, where people could really kind of get into it, listen to the lyrics without it being interrupted with a drop. You know what I'm saying? I think a few times it's cool, but I think we may have overkilled it a little bit. And then I think that you might have been able to put this hook in the beginning, bro.
Yeah. We spending the night.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. We spending the night. Yeah.
I think we could have put it in the beginning, man. And I think we could have had a stronger replay value with it being in the front. But that's just my 2 cents. Shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live, man. That was Talk, man, by Sinful Symphony. You know what I mean? So we're gonna keep it moving. We're only gonna be on for a short while tonight. I got a few music deadlines that I have to really adhere to. So I just wanted to jump on for a little bit. Wanted to see what I could listen to, and do what I can, and before I jump in and jump out. You know what I mean? So let's see what the situation is. If you got something that you want to submit, you want me to listen to tonight, now is the time to submit it, and possibly skip the line if you need to. I'm only gonna be on for a limited time. This one's called Hunger Games by Divine Choice.
Divine Choice. Shit. Yup. Life could be tricky, choices could be risky, but I just take a shot and call it 50-50, yo. Life could be tricky, choices could be risky, but I just take a shot and call it 50-50. You can catch me on the scene, I'm rolling up the green, got a pocket full of cream, and I'm making niggas scream. Bitches, please me, shrimp and lobster feeds me, I keep them on their knees, they blow me like my trees. I know it's hard to believe, I'm pretty as can be, the face of a queen and the mind of a king. I turn these niggas on with the sound of my voice. First name Divine, last name Choice. Stay paper chasing that money I be making, two-stepping in my heels. I shake it and don't break it, bitch, I'm bad to the bone, and I stay in the zone. Keep these fools in the trap, and my moves on Rome. I'm breaking curses, leaving karma with the lesson. My heart is heavy, angels use it as a message. Open Bibles got me running to confessions. Devil thirsty got me reaching for that weapon. Yo, I was drowning in the water cause addiction grip was deep. Drinking bottle after bottle, fighting demons in my sleep. Then I found a pill to change the matter. Body craving for release. God protect your soldier cause I really need the peace. I used to sip the powder heavy, smoking on the dower. Flip the money, make it holler, it's 1,000 every hour. Oh yeah, Boricua is the flower. Play for fun, obsession to run, compulsive to come. Like a trigger with a thumb, set me off and then I'm done. Call it spiritual awakening. My body wasn't faking it. Intuition never lies, like a soul never dies. Covered in pain, the worst is the game. Trauma to blame, fire to flame. My life was insane, desperate to change. Helping the brain, stuck in the game. Choice is the name, feeling my pain. Caught up in the blues, I was caught up in the blues. My sister name is Sheba, meet the one and only diva. See the streets get the knocking, Port-au-Prince was locked. Jigga jigga, that's bigger, hold it down, middle finger, pool rock. Get the chopping, so pound, never stopping. Much love to KK. Yo, check it, my sisters always makes a way. You can't forget about my nephew Little Rock. I pray the Lord that he'll bless you. Wipe your tears from the tunnel, pray he free you from the jungle. I wipe the stars in the sky. Marigold never lie. You the apple to my eye. Love is real, never lie. Life could be tricky. Choices could be risky. But I just take that shot and watch me call it 50-50.
Did she just only do the hook one time?
Shot and call it 50-50. Divine choice. Shit. Yup. Life could be tricky, choices could be risky, but I just take a shot and call it 50-50, yo. Life could be tricky, choices could be risky, but I just take a shot and call it 50-50. You can catch me on the scene, I'm rolling up the green, got a pocket.
So it's like half of a hook. Yeah, I would always say, like, in that type of situation, man, just do the whole hook. You know, you started to wreck it off.
As can be, the face of thirsty got me reaching for that weapon. Yo, I protect your soldier, play for fun, obsession to run, component. Intuition never lies, like us always makes a way. You can't forget, real never lie. Life could be tricky.
Right, so she kind of does half of a hook in the beginning and doesn't really do an 8-bar hook. And then there's no hook really throughout the rest of the record, which I'm kind of against that. You guys already know that. Yo, what up, bro? Richie in the building. Kaz in the building. What's up, y'all? So look, yeah, I need the hooks on this, you know, to be the 8-bar hooks. The hooks to be 8 bars rather. You had a 4-bar hook, and then that probably needed to be repeated before we actually kept going. And then there's some portions of the song that I believe that you might have had too much words going on. You know what I mean? And that's where your flow kind of gets interrupted because you've kind of created something that's too wordy. And you know, a lot of times when we're in the building and we're making this stuff, you know, the engineers, guys, they're not really going to tell you what it is, because engineering's job is really just to make sure that you're recorded properly. It's very seldomly that you can get engineers that can also help you to produce it, because it's kind of two different hats. But in the way that this song is being delivered as far as the vocal performance, there is some portions of it that I believe are a little bit wordy, that, you know, disrupts from the flow. And I think the number one thing that we have to make sure that we're doing is we're staying on the flow, on beat, on cadence. If we can continue to do that, we should be good. But I like your voice. I like the way that you're spitting. I like the way your rhymes is. I like the way that your voice is actually sounding on the track. You know what I mean? So for the most part, we're pretty good here. It's just, you know, a few tweaks to get you over the hump. But thank you for submitting. What's this next joint? I'm about to jump into something next. But before we do that, shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live. Like I said, we're gonna be on only for a short minute tonight. We're just jumping into you know, just doing some extra work, you know what I mean? But shout out to everybody jumping into the live.
Arkatech Beatz.
into live. That's something we was building last night. A little Spanish trap on him. Just trying to show the range. Richie trying to show a little bit more range. You know what I'm saying? Not everything's so hippity hoppity hoo. You know what I mean? Just a little trappy on. You know what I mean? We'll see who lands on it. You know, because it got to land. You know, it got to land somewhere. You know what I mean? So we'll see where it lands, man. Muy bien. Let's see here, man. This one's called Chiara. Let's do it.
Beat up, beat up, beat up, beat up. Chiara raucht das Kochlöffel, normaler reicht nicht aus. Ja, sie hat einen miesen Mangel, doch ich hab ihr Crack verkauft. Dein brokes Schild auf Bahnhof und du gibst dich wieder Stiff. Hero Dry geraucht, wieso bist du wieder verblüfft? Hauptbahnhof von Tag bis Nacht, sie ist schon im Prestige und du weißt doch, was sie macht. Ja, sie geht wieder auf. Sie sagt, sie zieht mich an, kein kurzer Job. Ich bumse keine Bitches, deshalb gibt sie wieder top. Koch ich morgens Heisenberg, hat sie am Abend Smoke. Crack Chiara raucht nur Schore, deshalb ist sie auch so broke. 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 Chiara spittet die Tracks, währenddessen Miss am Schielen. Ja, sie ist doch nur am Haten, denn sie ist nicht so am Leben. Chiara mit dem Pilz, ja, ich meine nicht das Bier. Crack, Chiara raucht nur Schore, ja, das riecht schon bis hier. Chiara raucht mit Kochlöffel, normaler reicht nicht aus. Ja, sie hat einen miesen Mangel, doch ich hab ihr Crack verkauft. Crack verkauft. Ich hab Crack verkauft. Ich hab Crack verkauft. Ich hab ihr Crack verkauft. Beat up, 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 beat up.
People still rap on these. This is like something that, you know, this was like something that we was like there was a record that we had done for a cat that was I don't know if you guys remember, like there was a period of time when Young Jock and these guys were like hot like fish grease, right? They had a whole movement coming out of a label called Block Entertainment. It was Young Jock, Gorilla Zoe, and then there was another cat. His name was Colossus, right? And this kid was nice. You know what I mean? This kid was really nice. But it was this kind of music that kind of had that kind of, you know, that I don't want to call it Atlanta bounce music, but that's pretty much what it sounded like. And this was like 08, you know what I'm saying? 08, 09. Like this is back then, you know what I mean? So it's very interesting to hear people still rapping on that. But again, it sounds like it's international artists because it's like in a different language. Like at least most of it is.
Richtig aus, ja, sie hat einen miesen Mangel, doch ich hab ihr Crack verkauft. Dein brokes Schild auf Bahnhof und
I don't hear anything that has that repeats enough to really kind of stand out as a hook.
du gibst dich wieder Stiff. Hero Dry geraucht, wieso bist du wieder verblüfft? Hauptbahnhof von Tag bis Nacht, sie ist schon im Prestige und du weißt doch, was sie macht. Ja, sie geht wieder auf. Sie sagt, sie zieht mich an, kein kurzer Job. Ich bumse keine Bitches.
I think he could be mixed slightly better.
Deshalb gibt sie wieder top.
And then the auto-tune is like a little heavy.
Koch ich morgens Heisenberg, hat sie am Abend Smoke. Crack Chiara raucht nur Schore, deshalb ist sie auch so broke.
You know what I'm saying? Cause like this is like early Waka. Like early Waka used to rap on stuff like this. You know what I mean? Like this stuff is early. It's like I said, 07, 08, Shorty Low type. You know what I mean? It's old. You know what I mean? At least it feels old to me. It doesn't feel like it's a current situation. It's kind of like a rehash. But yeah, I would say really there's no defined hook on this. I think we can do a little bit of a better mix on it. I think the flow is okay. Nothing to really like walk home about. You know what I mean? But shout out to you. Thank you for submitting on it. What's this joint here? Yeah, Richie, you right about that. You know what I'm saying? That folks overseas will find they listen to music differently, and it's all consumed. You know, no matter how long it is, and then stuff that's rare is really treated that way. You know, I had some people reaching out to us on some music that we produced in like '99. We had released like a limited vinyl, and we had, because Mike worked at the label at the time, the label had like a street team type thing going on. So because of that, we used it to kind of to get our record out. And then once we did that, you know, it did its thing, you know what I mean? And it stretched out, and it got to a bunch of people that we didn't think it would get to. It got find its way overseas and everything. You know, people still asking us for it, you know. So what is this? Video unavailable. Keep it moving. What's this right here? K9P50, call my queen. Say he's trying to make it. Let's hear it.
You niggas really love jail. Give him rape.
You're locked in with BX1.
Listen here, baby. If you want me, gotta pay me. Be my queen, be, and I can be your Jay-Z. You gotta pay me. Going crazy up in AZ. Let her party. Listen here, baby. If you want me, gotta pay me. Be my queen, be, and I can be your Jay-Z. You gotta pay me. Going crazy up in AZ. Let her party. Ever cocaine, she get lazy. Listen here, baby. If you want me, gotta pay me. Be my queen, be, and I can be your Jay-Z. You gotta pay me. Going crazy up in AZ. Let her party. Ever cocaine, she get lazy. Niggas hate me, cause I pull up and get stanky. Young old nigga try fucking nigga ain't he? Niggas really love jail. It's giving rapey. She gotta come bearing gifts, or I get cranky. If you want me to yourself, you gotta take me. I got cheese, make a bitty hit her knees like I'm JP. If I ever gave your bitch a sample, you should thank me. She was trying to stay with me, she made it back safely. She man specialist, I don't know about no safety. Off the deer juice, baby looking extra cakey. Police at the lights, I think them niggas wanna race me. Dribbled on some niggas, then panic, grab the casings. If you want me, gotta earn me. Turn my Mac on and had her laughing like I'm Bernie. If you shoot me, baby, I'm the leader on our journey. Feeling like I'm Mitchell, faux nickel on my jersey. Listen here, baby, if you want me, gotta pay me. Be my queen, be, and I can be your Jay-Z. You gotta pay me. Going crazy up in AZ, let her party. Ever cocaine, she get lazy. Listen here, baby, if you want me, gotta pay me. Be my queen, be, and I can be your Jay-Z. You gotta pay me. Going crazy up in AZ, let her party. Ever cocaine, she get lazy.
I think there's some potential here. I think the hook is good, but the verse needs a better performance.
You're locked in with BX1.
Listen here, baby, if you want me, gotta pay me. Be my queen, be, and I can be your Jay-Z. You gotta pay me. Going crazy up in AZ, let her party. Listen here, baby, if you want me, gotta pay me. Be my queen, be, and I can be your Jay-Z. You gotta pay me. Going crazy up in AZ, let her party. Ever cocaine, she get lazy. Listen here, baby, if you want me, gotta pay me. Be my queen, be, and I can be your Jay-Z. You gotta pay me. Going crazy up in AZ, let her party. Ever cocaine, she get lazy. Niggas hate me, cause I pull up and get stanky. Young old nigga try fucking nigga ain't he? Niggas really love jail. It's giving rapey. She gotta come bearing gifts, or I get cranky. If you want me to yourself, you gotta take me. I got cheese, make a bitty hit her knees like I'm JP. If I ever gave your bitch a sample, you should thank me. She was trying to stay with me, she made it back safely. She man specialist, I don't know about no safety. Off the deer juice, baby.
Listen, the lyrics are slick, man. It's delivered shaky. That's all. You got a decent record. It's just delivered shaky. You know what I'm saying? If I was in the room with him and I was to tell him like, all right, listen, this we're gonna do. We're gonna sing the hook. We gotta make sure that drum is real smooth, right? Make sure it's on smooth, really. Make sure it's lined up real good. And then now we gotta when we do the, and then we gotta kind of
looking extra cakey. Police at the lights, I think them niggas wanna.
And then we gotta get this beat, you know, boom, 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 you know. You know what I mean? To have it really going.
Race me, dribbled on some niggas, then panic, grab the casings. If you want me, gotta earn me. Turn my Mac on and had her laughing like I'm Bernie. If you choose me, baby, I'm the leader on our journey. Feeling like I'm Mitchell, 4 nickel on my jersey. Listen here, baby, if you want me, gotta pay me. Be my queen bee, and I can be your Jay-Z. You gotta pay me. Going crazy up in AZ, let her party. Give her cocaine, she get lazy. Listen here, baby, if you want me, gotta pay me. Be my queen bee, and I can be your Jay-Z. You gotta pay me. Going crazy up in AZ, let her party. Give her cocaine, she get lazy.
That joint really, it's right there. You know what I'm saying? There's just a few little tweaks. We get it where it gotta go. But definitely a good effort. You know, shout out to him on this one, man. KP, man. Oh, K9. K9, what's this? K9 P50. K9 P50, man. Appreciate you, man. I'm gonna start this, man. I'm gonna look out for you. See if we can find something else. Get you right. Shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live, man. It's gonna be a really short session tonight because I gotta get into some extra work. I just wanted to make sure I jumped on. Trying to maintain, the commitment to, getting on nightly at a certain time. Shout out to everybody that jumped in. We'll most likely be in tomorrow again. At the same time, same bad channel. Shout out to my guys in the in the forum. Just look out for something. I'm gonna drop something in there hopefully later tonight. We're gonna keep it funky, keep jumping into this joint and keep adding in, you know what I mean, and keep getting more and more stuff in here so that we have stuff to make sure that we're managing that. You say you got 4 new ones? My guy. I appreciate you. You know what I mean? We're gonna get it going. Look, man, I know you working, man. If anybody I know is working, I know it's you. I know you working, man. So, you know what I mean? And that's the main thing, is just to stay working. Richie, what's up with your MPC though, man? What's up with the beats on the MPC though, on the XL? What you been working on, Stone Cold? Shout out to you, brother. All right, I know you will. I'm not worried about it. I know you be out here being active. You know what I'm saying? Just stay busy, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing, is to stay busy, stay consistent with this thing, man. It's a marathon, it is not a sprint. And that's the main thing. And sometimes when you don't think something is happening, something is happening. That's the weird thing about the universe, man. And I talk to my guys a lot. Shout out to my man Sean Anthony Baker. He got a new movie getting ready to drop next and for Mother's Day. And we worked on that movie as well. Should be out on Amazon and Apple. Shout out to Mila of 702. You guys remember her, right? Yeah, I mean, so shout out to Mila, 702, and she's a real cool peoples, and just trying to really stay busy in terms of the work. You know what I mean, and the movie's called The Strength of Love. You know what I mean? So, shout out to her. She's in the movie. Sean, she plays Sean love interest, and then there's a few other people in there that you may recognize. Make sure y'all check out that Lincoln Lawyer. I think it's up for season 5 already, man. It's going crazy. But there's a lot of stuff going on, man. I believe they said $1 Million Baby on Monday. So let's see what happens, man. Kaz, I heard you said you saw the I said you heard the 50 and Max. You know what I mean?
Arkatech Beatz.
That 50 and Max, man, it's crazy, man. Shout out to Dame Grease on that one.
Arkatech Beatz.
Riz, what up? Max everywhere. Max B is the comeback story that we didn't know that we needed. Like, Max B is that. Max B is the underdog that people want to see win. You know what I mean? So this is really a phenomenon, and it's really going to turn into one large case study. You know, because it definitely is not this is not something that happens often, you know. So shout out to Max B, man. $1 Million Baby 4. Riz, I see you, thanks. $1 Million Baby 4, hopefully topping next week. And we're gonna keep this party going, man. We're on there for approximately half the album. So we're gonna see how it gets received, right, y'all? We're gonna see. And for all those folks that was with me for last year that watched us build all that music, let's see how the people respond, right? If the people respond good, then, you know, the gravy train keeps going, right? That's all you can hope for, is that it, you know, comes out at the right time and that the stars align, right? So we're going to put out that positive energy to make it do what it needs to do, you know what I'm saying? And then we're going to, you know, we're going to start wearing the Fat Joe shirts. Yesterday's price is not today's price. You know what I mean? So, you know, we'll get it going, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm about to jump up out of here. We'll be up all night, man. Got some more tracks to work on, man. It's crazy. And then hopefully, if it's not too crazy, I may jump back on and do a tutorial. We'll see where it goes. Try to figure it out. Y'all be safe.